I just want to give you a couple tips on why you want to master the 4 basics. It is important, right? When I met Alan, that's number one thing I realized is that if I was going to be a leader of an organization of hundreds or thousands of people to achieve my financial freedom, I had to be able to teach, right? And how can I teach something that I have not done myself? How can I empower others if I'm not empowered myself? So I just started just doing the things, the 4 basics, over and over and over. And it's not even a desire, it's a responsibility because I got to go out and learn it. You know, I got to be able to teach that somebody, you know, with my experience, with my twist to it. I want to be able to lead others. So, you know, number one, I had to, you know, understand that I need to learn from my own mistakes. You know, Bill Britt talks about it. It's like playing a piano. When you learn piano, I played piano for 10 years, and I always made mistakes. But I've never, ever gotten better at a song if I don't make mistakes. So I just went out there, you know, when I started the business, I just went out and showed the plan and showed the plan. I didn't even care who got started. Bill Britt says, give it 2 years of honest, you know, practicing these 4 basics, you know, and don't look at the results. Don't look at the results. And you know what? He said, when you look back, you know, that's when you're going to be that solid leader in the Britt White team and have that humongous business that like all these leaders do. So I did that, you know, for 1 year. I just went out and showed the plan, you know, 3 to 5 plans every single week. I will be the first one to be at the phone team making the phone calls and watching, you know, all the other men in the phone team making the phone call. And I'll be like, yeah, you know, let me make the phone calls. I'll be standing in the grocery stores, you know, saying hi, shaking hands. If I was in Best Buy, I'll ask, where's Fry's? And if I was in Safeway, I'll say, where is Lucky's? You know, I started asking people directions just to, you know, starting to meet some people, you know. And I was everywhere. And you know what? You don't learn until it's your own mistakes. Did you know that? You don't know until it's your own mistakes. You can feel like you're learning when you come to the functions, but when you do make the mistakes, that's when you actually have it. So I just encourage you, master the 4 basics, build your dream, and come join us. Here's my awesome husband, Alan.
Okay, this one, please. Okay, so in mastering the basics, there are only a few things that you have to do and you have to learn to do well. And you got to start with an end in mind. And if you're not a platinum yet, then your end in mind should be platinum. And for you to go platinum, you need a team. So the fact that you want to go platinum and that you want to have a team, that is the meaning to your activity. And so what do you do? Everything that you're doing is because you want to put a team together. Now, one of the things that you have to be really good at, and if you're a couple, it doesn't matter which one of you it is, because we're not typecasting you that you got to do certain things. You decide as an entity, as a business entity, who is going to do what, and you play to your strengths. But there's one thing you have to be good at if you want to go platinum and if you want to have a team, and that is you have to get good at creating volume. Because that's how we get paid, to create volume. And when I talk about volume, I don't mean personal use. I mean personal use plus developing customers. Now, the way you get good at developing customers is by you attempting to develop customers for yourself. Building a team and going platinum then is transforming that confidence that you have, that skill that you have, from your personal customers to developing customers for the people that you're working with. If you are not good at getting customers for yourself, you will never, ever, ever be confident that you can get customers for your team. So it starts with you. So you got to get good at creating volume. It doesn't matter whether you're a single guy, single gal, working as a couple. Those facts don't matter. You got to get good at creating volume. All right? The other thing you got to get good at is building the network. There's only 2 things. Create volume, build a network. If you're only good at creating volume, you're going to be very good in sales, but you're not going to have the lifestyle of a network. If you're very good at bringing on a network, but you cannot create volume through that network, you're going to have a job of just showing the plan and getting people signed up, because it is a combination of the network and your ability to raise people up, help them be profitable, create volume for them. You work hard because you don't want to work hard forever. So you got to get good at building a network. Now, how do you get good at building a network? Number one, you learn from observing. You observe. That's why when you first get started, you go with your business coach and you shut your mouth, you keep your ears and your eyes open, and you observe. So you learn by observing. The second way you learn is by listening. Listen to what your business coach is saying, how they're saying it, and to whom they're saying it. But the most important way that you learn is do. And it's not just do. It's how many times you do what you need to do. It's the speed and the frequency that leads to momentum. Because if you don't have momentum, you will never have a team. So not only do you got to do the work, you got to do it often. The speed and the frequency. And there's one other thing you got to master. Yourself. Mastering the basics at the end of the day comes down to how you can master yourself. So you got to keep your emotions in check. You cannot be a yo-yo. Yo-yos don't go platinum. They just go up and down. You got to master your emotions. And confidence that results from having done the work for an extended amount of time is what gives you emotional stability. You got to have emotional stability, because in the beginning, when the prospect asks you a question or you see disbelief, you are going to react. So the way you know that you're mastering the basics is the things that get you in the beginning should not get you later on. The question, the objection, or the curveball, or the nonsense that prospects throw out at you in the beginning when you're sitting at a Starbucks or a home meeting on a one-on-one, it should not affect you. It should not emotionally drain you later on. Because if you've been in the business for 3 years and the same things that get you in your first month are still getting you now, you have only been registered for 3 years. So it's just like playing sports. Now, the thing, sometimes what people do is they get creative too soon. Do not try to recreate. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Get good at the basics. And through your confidence of having done the basics over and over and over and over and over and over, the repetition, the speed, the frequency, and your emotional stability with which you do the work will help you navigate, and now you can create. Now you can improvise. It's what you do after the play breaks down that makes the difference. Things do not go as planned. The people that you think are going to build it most of the time don't. It's how you react to it that makes the difference. Mental toughness, emotional stability. You got to get good at the basics. And the only way to do it is to do the work over and over and over and over. And there's one other thing. Self-assessment. You got to be able to self-assess, because your upline, your coach, is never going to be with you, and they can only coach you based on what you tell them, and you ain't going to tell them the truth. God bless you.